I really didn't expect this, and I didn't expect it on multiple different key factors, but I didn't expect the Spurs to be down 2-0, and I did not expect Victor to be playing at this level. I thought he was going to show a little bit more, and I understand that he had 29 points, and let's just round it up to 30, but his shooting this series has been absolutely atrocious, and you know, and I do understand the concept. Trust me, as like a Pistons fan, I know that a 2-0 lead in a series, unfortunately, does not mean that you've won the series by any means possible. But with the Knicks heading to New York, with the Knicks heading to Madison Square Garden at their home arena for the finals, we already know it's going to be loud. And there's maybe there might be one or two Spurs fans in the whole arena. The rest are going to be Knicks fans shouting as loud as possible, and they're heading into that game already at a 2-0 advantage. It's going to be very hard to crawl back, but if there's any player or team that can do it, I mean, it has to be the Western Conference team that made it to the NBA Finals. And just as it stands, a couple notes, because I want to talk about this game too and what we've seen so far in the series. I think Karl Anthony Towns, to me, is the clear Finals MVP. If it were to just end, his contributions to the team rather have helped them tremendously. This pass isn't being talked about enough. That pass where he had the whole Spurs team on him and still found a way to kick it to the corner for that corner three. Absolutely amazing. A lot of people hyped up Victor Wembanyama. He's this monster. He's this alien. I don't know if he's looking like an alien, man. I don't know if he's necessarily looking like that alien right now, man. I think he's an alien in the attic. He's hiding. Where is he? The Knicks are the family. They're getting rid of this alien. They're packing him up. Nowhere to be found. And the Spurs problem, really, they got what, like 5-6 guards that they want to play. I mean, this is a clear, look, they're playing, even in this shot right here, they're playing Castle, Keldon, Vassell, and Harper all on the same court. Is anybody thinking that that's a good idea? They're playing 4 guards with Wembanyama. Does this make any sense in anybody's head? One of these players has to go. And Victor, he's just looked super shaky in these past 2 games, especially in the clutch. Nobody can disagree with this. In the past 2 games in the clutch, Victor has made the losing play, not the winning decision, because the Spurs, if you're in the clutch time situation, you have a chance to win the game. Victor continuously in the past 2 games has made the wrong decision and actually is the reason why his team lost the game in back-to-back games. And I don't want to hear the excuse. I can already hear people bailing him out with excuses. Well, you know, he's young and this is his first finals, and you know, just let him experience. This is his first finals experience. No. You know who else first finals experience it is? Brunson. You know who else first finals experience it is? Karl Anthony Towns. You know who else first finals experience it is? Mikal Bridges. Jose Alvarado, who's making a positive contribution on his team when Jalen Brunson isn't getting minutes. These are all these guys first Josh Hart. These are all these guys I don't want to hear finals experience as an excuse, man. I don't. This is the first finals experience for both teams. Besides OG Anunoby, I always had the Knicks winning. But I didn't have the Knicks winning in this fashion. I thought it was going to be a 6-game series. I can see the Spurs pulling 1 game off in the Garden, but it might go up 3-0. Now, again, like I said at the beginning, we have to relax. 2-0, you can come back from a 2-0 deficit. The reason why I don't think that the Spurs can do it is just because it's going to be in New York. Thousands and thousands of Knicks fans that can't even afford to get into that arena. What makes you think Spurs fans are going to be able to travel all the way and then pay to stay in New York and then in the arena? No, there's going to be like no Spurs fans in that arena. And it's going to be a completely different climate. So I'm just putting one and one together to get 2. If the Knicks pulled off winning 2 games in the Spurs arena in the finals, what makes you think that they can't do it again at home to close it out? This might be a sweep. And that's just me being logical with the information that we have right now. Obviously, the Spurs are a young team, but if they had a chance to win a finals, it was this year. Let's just be honest, because next year, you're getting an MVP Gilgeous. You're going to get an Oklahoma City Thunder team that's going to get better. They can trade. They're getting a lottery pick. They're going to get healthier. You know, shout out to the Spurs for winning that in a 7-game series, but they did defeat an Oklahoma City team that was injured. And teams in the Western Conference are going to get better.